Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork you will not get anywhere else. Ooh! Ooh! I thought a 6-mile run would kind of relax me a little bit, calm me down when I'm articulating my viewpoints, all right? So I am recording this. It's October 12th, 2024. You got college football, some college football matchups that are absolutely legendary. Got the Red River rivalry coming up tonight. You got the Ohio State-Oregon game. You got some football being played today. I believe it's USC, Penn State. Just incredible college football matchups. And I have been forced to talk politics with you because one of my heroes, man, it's like my heroes, man. My heroes keep letting me down. First Diddy, now this shit that Obama has to say. I'm recording this and it's gone viral. All right, I'm calming down to articulate my viewpoints to you. Obama has come out, the video has gone viral in which the Democratic campaign, the Democratic Party, the Harris campaign, however it happened, I don't know how it happened. Obviously, they had a role to play in bringing former president, our 44th president, Barack Obama out, and him basically lecturing black men on why they need to obviously vote for Harris and talking to us in a very condescending tone to the point where it has hit me in a certain way because, again, and I'll be 100% honest with you right now, I wouldn't give a fuck about politics had it not been for President Barack Obama. All right, had it not been for the relatability, the way his whole demeanor, the swagger, the smoothness to him, the fact that he has a funny name like me. So much of what got me into the thought leadership, into the public speaking, was watching his campaign in 2008, seeing that was the first time I was eligible to vote. I went to vote with my dad. It was an incredible day, that November 4th of 2008. And I gotta tell you, as that person of that generation who is now in his mid-30s, I can tell you I am beyond disappointed in what he said. How he said it, what he said, the whole thing. So let's just break down the points because I can get very long-winded and there's a ton of things I have to say in regards to just reacting to this bullshit that he put out there, all right? First and foremost, now, his 2008 campaign versus this 2024 campaign with Harris is not even close to comparable. It's just not comparable, all right? In 2008, President Barack Obama was not the city. He wasn't the current vice president. And his opponent, he was clearly the better candidate than his opponent. His opponent could not throw out the question saying, hey, if you're going to do all these great things for the economy, if you're going to be this great, if you're going to do all this, whether it's opportunity economy and all these great things that you're promising the American people, why haven't you done it? His competitor, which was John McCain at the time, he couldn't say that. This current president can. This current Republican candidate, who is Donald Trump, can say these things. If you're gonna do all these great things for the economy, if you're gonna do all these great things for American people, why haven't you already done it if it's already been stated that you were involved in every single decision that the current president made? He has said it, she has confirmed it. Everything that has gone on, she has had a role in it. So what's going to be different if he puts you back in office? What's going to be different if you put you back in office? Just be 100% honest. That's just you talking political, from a political campaign standpoint. It's not even comparable at all. The two campaigns is like comparing apples to oranges. That's number one. Secondly, since you brought up race and since you brought up brothers, then okay, I'm going to speak to the brothers now, right? Since you want to insinuate and bring race into the conversation, are we actually keeping that same energy for her when we're asking her, okay, why did you marry a white guy then? Why did you marry a white guy who has been accused of the same things that they love to bring up about Donald Trump? This guy, I believe Doug Emhoff or something like that, has been accused of being a domestic, I think it's actually been proven that he's an adulterer, but he's also been accused of actually being a domestic abuser, has hit women and stuff like that, has hit his ex-girlfriend, and all that stuff is coming out. And again, are we keeping that same energy for her? Are we condescendingly talking to her in a way where, why did you marry someone who doesn't look like you? When everybody who brings up her race and, where she's from and all that, why are we not keeping that same energy? That's point number two. Last thing, and I'll try to like I said, I'll keep my viewpoints as calm as I can. I'll articulate it as calm as I can, because there's a lot of direction, a lot of avenues, just a lot of offensive things that he said in that little conversation that he was having that were incredibly offensive and incredibly disappointing. But the main thing that needs to be said is the main thing that needs to be said is her race nor her gender have shit to do with her policies. Have a damn thing to do with her politics and how exactly she's going to improve people's situation, how exactly she's going to improve what it is she's saying she's going to improve. It's going to be about the policies, what she's allowed to do, what she's able to do, and is she going to be able to in fact actually get a lot of the things that she's promising done. And when you look at all the previous points, from the fact that she's been in office, from the fact that she clearly is not caring at all about what skin color a person is based on her own personal preferences and her own personal life. She can give a shit about what the skin color of a person is. Obviously, when you look at all the previous points, it doesn't fucking matter to her. So this kind of tongue lashing that he gave us as black men, or this lecturing that he gave us as black men, I thought it was uncalled for. I thought it was is ridiculously disappointing. Especially, I mean, listen, I have this man. This is one of my heroes, man. One of my heroes. My heroes keep letting me know. I have the DNC speech that he made in 2004 for John Kerry. I have the shit memorized. I would listen to that shit just to get through my days. And it was in that speech in which he said that the pundits, this is Barack Obama, 2004, DNC. He said the pundits like to slice and dice our state into red states and blue states, but we have always been the United States of America. So now with that in 04, and this is what you come out and say in 2024, 20 years later, you come out and you try to separate people based on being a brother and based on being a woman and feminist and all this other bullshit. And you don't start to say to yourself, okay, how about we speak about what the United States of America needs? And now you speak to us as if we weren't there, as if we weren't busting our ass, getting you in office, doing every fucking thing we can to support you, doing all of the work, everything that we did. I remember back in 08, man, we had his back no matter what. He could do no wrong. I had to defend him on so many occasions, and this is the bullshit we have to hear. It's wrong, man. It's fucking wrong, and it pisses me the fuck off I mean, just thinking about it, and it has gone viral. There's been multiple black men and women who were incredibly offended by the fact that he would off camera. I mean, this was off script. This was not something he wasn't reading from a teleprompter. He wasn't saying this and saying, I'm going to read it like this. No, this was how he actually felt. And that's the most disappointing part about this. This was wrong, man. And again, it should allow you, what you got to take away from that is, listen, you can't go around just idolizing people for too much. You got to understand that at some point, people are going to show who they truly are. And I think for a little bit, and then I'll close you out with this, because what really was even more concerning at the fact that how he spoke about women, and listen, his experience, I get it, all right? Women has been there for him, and they have been the rock to him, whether it's his mother, whether it's his two daughters or his wife, his life partner, whatever it is. I get it. So he's speaking from his experience. But don't act like men don't have a role in raising young black men. It was a black father that I had that was there for every single thing, was there to take me to see you vote. I mean, excuse me. Whew. Let me calm down, because you're getting a little, all right. It was a black father that I had in my life. He was there throughout everything, in every single element. He took me to vote for you, and he took me to go see you get inaugurated, is what I meant to say. All right. He was there throughout everything. And for you to talk as if the black man has no role whatsoever in being a father and being there for their children and, raising their kids and doing things the right way. I thought that was incredibly selfish for you to make that type of generalization. And again, as much as me, it's a black man who has been raised by Caribbean parents, who has spent time as a high school football coach, as much as the identity of what the Democratic Party has put out, as much as I would love to see that in office, I got to do what's best for the people, for the younger people coming up, and what's best for them in this specific 2024 election is what the Republican Party is presenting. That's just the way it is. And that's something that we all need to be taking into consideration. So that's it. I have a lot more to say when it comes to this, but I'm already a little fired up, and then it's a Saturday, and I got to get back to talking college football. But I'll have more on this entire thing because we're getting closer to Election Day, and I'll have time to kind of articulate my viewpoints a little more succinctly. I know I went rambling on today, but all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all of my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.